welcome back. We're going to move on to talking about arrays. So you're going to encounter arrays in basically any programming language that you find. Basically, an array is a collection of multiple pieces of data. And when working with an array, you can either use the same command to perform the same function on each item within an array, or you can do manipulative tasks on individual elements using the index number of an item in an array. Now, like without going to too much detail into the technical stuff, I think it's always better to just take a look at it. So let's open up PowerShell, and what we're going to do is we're going to say we're going to make an array that has all the teams in the NFC North. And the way you initialize an array is, it's, again, still a variable, but it's a collection of items. And actually, let me just pull up the NFC North real quick so I don't look like a clown. Put the wrong, yeah, that's what I thought. I should know because my Lions are in there. So Lions, Packers, Bears, Vikings. All right. So this would be how you would initialize an array. Now, if we print out the array back, we'll see that they're all there. Now, this is where things get a little particular with it. So you can access these items by invoking the index that they are. So each one of these has an index. And the very first number or very first element in the array has an index of 0. So lines should be 0, Packers 1, Bears 2, Vikings 3. So if we do, and the way you access that is by invoking the variable and then taking a bracket and placing the index number in it. And we'll see if we do that again, we can work our way through each element. And when we get into looping through items, which is coming up, we'll be able to see how you could loop through this and print each one, or perform some other type of function on it, or reset it. So that's another thing. If we go to NFC North, we could change the value of that. Granted, it would be wrong. And so you'll see that the elements within the array actually function the same way as any other kind of variable in PowerShell. So I think this is a pretty good introduction. I do want to go over one more thing, and that would be the count function. And again, this goes back to how PowerShell objects are, or PowerShell variables are fundamentally objects. So in an array, given that this is an array, we can invoke the count and get the total number of elements in the array. So that could be useful if you're just assessing, hey, I want to say maybe this is an array of players, and you want to know how many players were in there. I don't know. If you need the account for any particular reason, you could do that. Well, that's it for now. I hope this was an informative lesson, and let's go ahead and move on to, in the next lesson, we're going to be talking about creating an array of objects.